Hi there, my name's Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm checking out the Sheeran by Lowden S03 guitar. So the Sheeran by Lowden guitars are actually made in the same factory as Lowden guitars. Now my history with Lowden guitars is not very vast, but I was a big fan of Damien Rice growing up, and I believe that Ed Sheeran was as well. He played a larger size Lowden guitar that on stage just sounds incredible. And it's a gorgeous guitar. His is very played in. It's iconic now. I would love to know more about that guitar, where he got it, what the pickup is. I was really obsessed with that guitar, and I wanted a Lowden for a long time. Now, the Lowdens are typically 3,000 to 15,000 and up, really high-end expensive guitars. Can be hard to get your hands on one to try them. I still haven't actually played one, even though I was just at NAMM. But they're really known to be amazing, just great sounding instruments, hand built in Ireland. So Ed Sheeran, being a fan of Lowden, obviously he has some Lowdens now, but he's also made a line with Lowden of guitars that are more affordable. And this is it. It still has the same kind of shape and everything. I think the neck shape is the same, but it's just a more affordable version. He's clearly gone for a smaller body guitar. There's the W in this series, which is the wee Lowden, which is the smallest guitar they make. There's the S, this is the S, which means small. And then Lowden guitars will get bigger. I would love to try those one day. But clearly Ed is going for a stage instrument. And I believe this is an excellent stage instrument, and I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, yes, it's small and it's light. Now, it's not too light, it's got some weight to it, but being a smaller instrument, of course, it's not like a big heavy dreadnought guitar. So very comfortable to play, very comfortable to wear on the strap, and also I always test this, it's not like top heavy. So a great stage guitar. As you can see, it's got the colorway and a very nice looking colorway as well. So you can access those higher frets, which is cool. You have an armrest bevel, which you typically see on very expensive guitars. I love this. I don't have a guitar with this. It just means when you rest your arm, it's very comfortable. It doesn't dig into your arm. Then you have a saddle here. Again, I don't have a saddle like this. It has the through bridge. The strings go right through. There's no bridge pins. So the strings go right through, making string changes easy. If you break a string on stage, just pull it through here and you're good to go. You haven't got to worry about any bridge pins, take them out, put them back in. Sometimes you lose them. You ever done that? Pull out a bridge pin and it falls on the floor and you can't find it? That's happened to me a few times. So we've got the armrest, we've got the through saddle, we've got the small body, the cutaway. Clearly a stage guitar, right? We do have a nice neck. Feels very nice, and it's got the 1 3/4 inch nut, which is my preference. Now, talking about the neck, you will notice this has the streaked ebony. Now, we're running out of ebony, and typically ebony like this was thrown away, and they would just use the solid black ebony pieces for necks. Now, they realize they can't do that. This isn't just Lowden, by the way, this is the whole industry. They cannot afford to waste ebony, so they're using it. Now, I have to say, honestly, on like a Fender Strat, I find the streaked ebony to look a bit out of place and I'm not really a fan. But on this guitar, I think the streaked ebony looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. Let me give you a close-up. The way that it matches the color of the guitar, I just think that's fabulous. That's what actually drew me to the guitar in the first place, that streaked ebony. It has a solid top and a laminate back and sides. So you see that back and sides also look really, really nice. And the laminate actually does have a practical advantage over solid wood. Again, if you're traveling with this guitar, it's not as susceptible to humidity and weather changes. The laminate is going to be more robust against those things. A real fully solid wood, thin top guitar is so fragile and delicate, they're not the best option for travel and stage use. It even has the LR Baggs Element VTC, which is volume tone control system, which sounds great, very loud, long battery life as a battery inside the guitar. And I do believe that is the system that Ed uses on stage right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ed. Obviously, this is an artist guitar, and this is part 1 of this video series. So I will be making a few changes. I definitely advise you when you get a new guitar to humidify it. And I definitely advise you to play it and see how it feels. The action on this guitar is slightly higher than I would like. So I'm going to have that lowered slightly. I'm also going to change this pickup. Now the great thing is everything is drilled here, ready for a new pickup to go in. If you get the Anthem SL, you just take out this pickup, put in the new one, stick the microphone on, and then you've got a pickup with a microphone, which is my pickup of choice. I personally like to have a microphone. I love the Anthem pickup. And the reason is, well, let me tell you the reason. And this is my theory. When Ed Sheeran plays the guitar, he does a lot of fingerstyle playing. Indeed, he strums with his thumb and his fingernail, a bit like Damien Rice does. Now, when you play like that, you're getting a softer attack and you get a great sound. This pickup does sound really good, as you'll hear in the recordings I've made. But I like to use a really thick and heavy pick. And what can happen is if I get really carried away and just dig in with this pickup can start to break up. You get that quacky sound, that kind of metallic sound. People have different words to explain it. But for the way I play, I feel like the Anthem SL would be a great choice. So the guitar comes with a really nice looking gig bag. I know some people say, oh, why'd they give us a gig bag? Why not a hard case? Now, if you live in a dry climate or a place with variable weather conditions, I always advise you to store your guitar in a hard case with a humidifier. But again, as a stage instrument, the gig bag here is amazing because it's great quality, it's comfortable, and it means that it'll be easy to carry it around, store it on the plane, whatever. I'm personally glad that you get a gig bag with a guitar like this, simply because it means I haven't got to go out and buy a gig bag after the fact. It's just how you look at it. If you really want a hard shell case, then I get the argument of having one, but I feel like stage instruments, and in fact any instrument that you might be taken out to play, benefits from just a high quality gig bag. When I say gig bag, I don't mean the thin nylon $20 thing that you get. I'm talking about a real high quality thick padded gig bag. It's got a pocket in the front, it's got a pocket in the top, it has space for pens and business cards and strings. I think that's a great decision and it's a great bag, so thank you Lowden for that. So stay tuned because the next video is going to have the action slightly adjusted for me and the pickup tweaked for me, and I'll give you another rundown and a full review as well as some other comparisons to some other guitars. So definitely subscribe to the channel and watch out for those. But all round, an amazing stage, travel, comfortable guitar, and I don't see why it couldn't be your main guitar. You might want something with a bit more, bigger sound, more of a bassy sound, which obviously the bigger Lowdens are going to have. On stage plugged in, I would argue you might not want that, because I often cut the bass out of my big guitars anyway. So again, this is all geared towards the stage, but it also sounds great unplugged as well. And actually, some smaller body guitars don't sound that great unplugged. This one really does. So yeah, the only dangerous thing about this guitar is it's got me wanting to play the full-size, expensive Lowdens. And that could be a problem for my bank account. But all kidding aside, great instrument. I look forward to checking this out more in some future videos. So please subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.